Well, did they ever find Jerry's body?
No, but if he got caught in that explosion, there may not be anything to find.
You know, a friend of mine who's a cop, he once said that if you don't have a body, there's no proof that someone is dead. Jax and Sonny survived that explosion. Why wouldn't Jerry?
Yeah, no, stranger things have happened. I think they're thinking about, his proximity to the flashpoint. If he was the closest, he would have got the worst of the blast.
Or Jerry might want us to think that he's dead, because dead men don't go to prison.
Let's say Jerry's alive. How does that make him the second shooter?
Well, if Jason somehow figured out that Jerry was still alive, or maybe Jason came down here that night when he went to see Bernie, and Jerry was there, and Jerry shot him because he didn't want him to blow his cover.
Even so, that means Jason still had to go in the water.
Maybe Jerry pulled him out again, and he's waiting to go public.
Sam, where you going?
I'm going to PCPD.
No, why don't you slow down for a second?
No, this is the first lead we had.
Listen, I can't let you do that.
It's often difficult to ascertain what's on Maxie's mind, perhaps because she changes it so often.
Well, not me. When I find something I like, I stick with it. Hence the cheese Danish.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, well, I ran a comparison of all of the foods available for purchase at the coffee cart, and the list of ingredients for the cheese Danish was half as long as the one for the cherry pie.
Oh, wow. How proactive of you.
I know. Well, while I'd prefer the cherry pie, I'd rather not glow in the dark.
That might have some uses. Next time I go spelunking, I could take you along.
Ooh, I would love to go spelunking with you, Damien. But I have to admit, I had an ulterior motive when I asked you to join me for breakfast.
Motive, eh?
I need a private investigator.
After Emma fell asleep, I looked through the whole rest of the album. God, there were such gorgeous gowns.
Most of them were worn by one woman. She was the hostess/MC, Lucy Coe. She had 8 to 10 wardrobe changes every year, and without fail, she would end up on stage in her underwear.
Really? You know, some of those musical numbers looked really elaborate.
Yeah, they were. And we all had to perform. I did one with Emily Quartermain and Juan Santiago. Wait a minute, isn't that your last name?
Yeah. Juan Santiago's my cousin.
Are you kidding me? No, he's your cousin?
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually the one who convinced me to apply here. He said that GH was a really great place, and I mean, if it wasn't for Juan, I would have never met excuse me. Patients and doctors, and of course nurses, all of the wonderful people here.
Well, we all want to see Mommy Baby, but we can't.
Mommy's here.
Oh, your birthday. Your birthday DVD, huh? Last year, Emma fell asleep, so Robin and I recorded ourselves and made a little birthday video for her.
Can we watch it?
Yeah, you want to watch it? I don't know. We should probably ask Grandma. What do you say? You up for it?
Yeah. Should we watch it?
Yeah.
Come here, birthday girl.
This better be an emergency. I told you never to call me here.
Well, the first question seems simple enough. Names.
I kind of like Rocco for a boy.
I think they mean our names.
I knew that.
What is it that's so important?
There's a problem with Robin Scorpio Drake.
I've already spoken with Anna. I mean, I told her that Jerry Jacks arranged to have Scully's charges in Atlantic City dropped.
Does she realize that Jerry's the second shooter?
Listen, it's a good theory, but that's all it is. We need proof.
You want proof? I've got proof. Right here, my son. When everyone thought he was dead, I knew he was alive. Just like I knew Daniel was Jason's.
I know Jason loved Daniel as his own.
Jason is Daniel's biological father.
Did I miss something? What about the paternity
No,
test?
You did miss something. Heather tampered with it. Steve was able to find the original documents and his mother's belongings, and yeah, Daniel is Jason's.
Wow. Did Jason know?
He will know. As soon as I find him.
It's good to have hope, Sam, but you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself.
He I've learned to trust my instincts. Jason is alive, and Jerry Jacks has him. And I definitely know where to find proof.
What seems to be the difficulty?
Robin is getting stronger. It's becoming increasingly difficult to control her.
Well, that's your job, isn't it? Damn it.
Oh, that's 10 out of 10. Next question.
Please provide us with a complete family history of the potential parents so that we may get an idea of the extended families.
You want me to investigate somebody?
Not somebody, something. My building is being condemned.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think the owner wants to replace it with something bigger and more profitable. But in the meantime, I don't even know where to begin to look for a new apartment, especially when I can afford. So I was thinking, with your investigative skills, maybe you could help me find something that's both livable and within my price range.
Well, the Port Charles real estate market is indeed formidable. I mean, I myself am virtually homeless. Ever since I moved out of Maxie's apartment, I've been hopping from a friend's spare room to my office couch.
Oh, I didn't even realize that you and Maxie had cohabited.
Well, we had separate rooms. I mean, well, we weren't even dating.
Yeah, it just must have been challenging in terms of compatibility.
Somewhat.
It can be difficult enough to cohabitate with someone of the same sex, and I can imagine having a roommate of the opposite gender presents a unique set of problems.
Wow, I forgot how steep those stairs are from the street. So, who's it gonna be? Who's my new roommate?
You know, I think you should stay.
No,
Sorry.
Trey, it's not. You have nowhere else to go. Wait. First you're fighting over who gets to stay, and now you're fighting over who gets to move out? Okay, fine. I'll pick. Well, I'd love to live with a girl, because then we could share clothes. Or not. Living with a guy would be great for security reasons. So would you say you're proficient in, like, martial arts and self-defense?
This is ridiculous.
You're right. I can't pick who's going to be my new roommate any more than you guys can. I know. We'll handle this the old-fashioned way. Okay. Heads or tails?
Guys, it's been forever since I thought about those routines. We had so much fun.
Why did they stop having the nurses' ball?
It's too expensive. There wasn't enough money in the budget, which has only grown smaller since the last ball, and that was, I think, in 2001. And it's sad that there will never be another nurses' ball.
Well, your dad has something very right. You will shine. I mean, you've had that down pat since the day you were born. It seems like yesterday. I mean, you were saying your first word. NASCAR. Daddy's girl. You're so beautiful. You are, and people will always tell you that, and this is true. But I want you to remember something else. You are much more than that. You are compassionate, you're a kind person, and you are funny.
Well, we know where that comes from.
There's nothing you can't do, Emma.
Mom is right about that. There's nothing you can't do.
Happy birthday.
You have to get the situation under control.
She has proved to be extremely resourceful. You may need to take care of that personally.
Well, you're probably right. Okay. I'll make arrangements. Say we go to the cops. What kind of evidence can you offer that Jerry's alive and he's holding Jason hostage?
We follow the money. I mean, the 88 million went missing. It means somebody had to pick it up. I'm sure it was Jerry. So if we find the money, we find Jerry.
Let's see. Electronically transferred it to another account before the boat exploded.
Why are you being so negative?
I'm not. This is what the cops are going to say to you.
I'm just saying that all we have to do is call the bank where the money was originally wired and see what time the second transfer was.
So say Jerry survives the explosion. He's alive. So what does he do? He goes to Switzerland, he collects his money, and then he decides, I'm going to go back to Port Charles and I'm going to shoot Sonny Corinthos' accountant.
Well, yeah, Jerry's gonna cover his tracks. If he's gonna do something wrong to Sonny, he's definitely gonna want to shut Bernie up.
Okay, but if your theory's correct, he's already got 80-something million. How much more does he need? Why risk everything coming back here?
I don't know. What are you saying, that someone else was working with Joe Scully?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whoever fired those other shots has a much bigger agenda than Sonny's money.
Where do you think you are going?
Home.
You need to get back to bed.
No, I'm strong now. And it's time for me to go see my husband and my little girl. Emma, it's...
I'm afraid you're mistaken. You can't risk a setback.
I mean, it's been so long. Emma may have forgotten me.
I love you, Mommy. Hello?
No, I think it's me. It's a real... Oh, hello.
Good morning, Anna. Thank you very much for last night. I loved dancing with you.
Oh, you're welcome, sure. Yes. Who's on your phone?
I'm at the Haunted Star. Can you come here? I'd need to see you.
What, now?
If it's possible.
Yeah, okay. I can stop by on the way to the station.
Thank you.
You know, it's so sad that the hospital can't come up with a little money to support the nurses' ball. Especially now that Dr. Scorpio Drake is gone.
I agree. But it was a lot of hard work, and we complained every year that we had to do it. But in the end, we always wound up loving it.